Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the stream. Sorry about the repeating timer and the slightly delayed start today. Things just actually didn't get out of hand. Oh, ironically, I just was late. That's all. That's all. This time it literally was just I was late. That's just a strange day all around. I worked from home today. My workplace does half day Fridays during the summer, so I usually leave around noon on Fridays. But tomorrow I have a full day conference workshop thing that I'm doing, and kind of in exchange for working full day, I asked to work from home today because it was fucking hot. When I went in my car at one point, my car said it was 102 degrees Fahrenheit. In Boston, Massachusetts, that's not where you're supposed to see 102 degrees Fahrenheit. 3 digits on the Fahrenheit scale is not a good thing. So, but yeah, because of how hot it was, I was just hoping to try and work from home so that I didn't have to get on my bike and deal with sweat and the gross and, getting to. Hold on, let me move my stupid thing again. So yeah, I just was trying to find a way to not. Yeah. Find a space for this. Hopefully not blowing anyone's ears out by touching it over and over again. Okay. I'll get it right eventually, regularly and eventually. I think, where is the shadow now? It's right here. Okay. That's not a big deal. So anyway, yeah, I was just trying to avoid having to bike to work today, just because of the heat. And it ended up actually working out really well, because one of the projects that I have now been assigned and want to throw myself into is a video editing project, and I have all the software on my own computer. They can get me the software through work for my work computer, but I'm going to be honest, this computer is probably more powerful than that one. It will do a faster and better job. And it's just easier. So, and I got a good half of it done, I want to say, maybe a little more than half or so. At least from what I was trying to do. We're going to see if what I was trying to do actually works out and looks decent to other people, not just me. I'm trying to apply my own personal standards of this looks professional and good, and already finding myself running a little short for a couple of things. We'll see. I don't know. It's basically essentially a video slideshow tour of the library that I work for. On some level, I kind of want to just shoot a video tour of it, like myself narrating and walking through the library and talking about each individual area. I'm really close to doing that, but at the same time, I know that that's a lot of moving parts. It requires some cross-departmental communication, and while the summer is the ideal time to do that because there is not a lot of activity on campus, the summer is also a terrible time to do that because everybody takes their vacations during the summer. Like, we have a very generous vacation package, and a lot of people are going to be taking vacations in the next 2 months, especially because we have blackout dates at the end of August. So it's like, I don't know that I'm going to be able to get the people together to make that work. And I really don't think that it would look good if I try to do it in winter, when is the other time that the campus will be quiet. Not to mention, also, in a short while, our summer camps are going to be a thing. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm just doing my best. So, yeah, I worked from home today. And because I worked from home, it meant that I could get some chores and little things done kind of in short little breaks while I was letting the video render or loading up a source or something like that. I could like run and grab my laundry, which you can see back there. Actually, that's I could point directions right there. So little things like that I could just kind of get done and out of the way, and then right when it was over, right when my day was over, I could then like hop in my car and go get gas because I need a full tank of gas to get myself out there tomorrow. And when I did that, I found I've had quite the experience so far with my my car in the last 2 days. And in fact, that actually reminds me a little bit. I have to go out and just try starting it again. um, my car just like did not start yesterday at all, and I was like flabbergasted as to why, what was going on. I didn't understand any part of it, and it would just not turn on. And then someone like I was really upset and was like, "Oh my god, I don't know what's gonna happen to my car now. I just dumped like hundreds of dollars into this thing. It needs thousands of dollars more work, and now it's junk. Like, what's going on?" I just needed to pump the gas pedal a little bit. I just needed to pump the gas pedal a little bit. Maybe there was a little bit of water in the line, don't know. But as soon as I did that, it started right up, and it hasn't had a problem since. Then, of course, today we have to have our own separate, different problem, and that was when I went and drove it to get when I went to drive it to get some gas. I was about to say groceries. That's not right. When I went to go to get the gas, I just had no AC. It wasn't doing anything. Like, it was blowing hot air. And I was like, that's really bad. That's happened to me once before. And it was because my radiator fan was broken and my engine was overheating, actually. But I was keeping an eye on the temperature gauge. The temperature of my engine was right smack dab in the middle, right where it should be, like no higher, no lower kind of a deal. It was running fine. So I'm like, okay, that doesn't make any sense. And so I ended up stopping by a auto parts store to get one of those, like they have like canisters of air conditioning chemical, I don't know what to call it, the gas that helps make that work. And I picked up one of those, not in a inexpensive manner, mind you, and it had a little digital meter to tell you how much pressure is in the system. And you don't want to go above a certain pressure, but once you drop below a certain pressure, the system stops working as intended. So I go to follow all the directions, and the first thing you're supposed to do is you're supposed to just measure what you have. You're not even supposed to try to charge it or anything like that. So I went to go measure. I opened up the cap, running the air conditioning at full blast, like it told me to, and it hisses and spittles out at me a little bit. And I was like, that's weird. That's kind of strange. And then I plugged the thing on, and it says that it's perfectly in the normal range. Like, it's totally fine. No problems at all. I'm like, okay, what? And so then I go and feel the air coming out of it, and all of a sudden it's cold. Like, what the fuck? You weren't working 5 minutes ago. Why? So I don't know. Maybe there was just some water in there, condensation that got in there or something. I don't fucking know. I'm confused. Cars don't make any goddamn sense to me, and I am just glad that mine will work tomorrow. Kind of where I'm landing. Just glad that mine will work tomorrow. Should be an interesting time. Should be an interesting workshop. It's going to be on AI and how it is interacting with the academic sphere. I'm kind of hoping this is going to be the last big AI thing that I'm going to for a good long while, because I am kind of getting tired of going to these things. I signed up for these things pretty much all on my own. Like, I made the pitch. I, pitched to my manager and pitched to the exec above him that, like, hey, these are things that I should be keeping an eye out. I want to try and put together some kind of presentation, some kind of workshop or workshop series in the fall for faculty and students to try and help them understand more about what this technology is and what it can do and what it can't do, and what are the ethics of using it, all of that stuff. I want to try and bundle everything that I have learned into one convenient package for everybody else. And this is kind of like the last thing I think I'm going to do before I start working on that. Hopefully I don't have to do much more than this. So, because when GPT Bard, before it became Gemini, all of that stuff started rolling out. It was all very hyped up very quickly. I kind of poo-pooed it a little bit at the time and didn't really pay a ton of attention because I had a lot of other things to work on. And then the academic community got a hold of it and they were like, oh no, this is a problem. And so I had to throw myself into a ton of research in order to just reassure people to be like, listen, we got to talk about this, but it's not going to be as big of a deal as you think. And my suspicion back then really was, we have to talk about this, but it's not going to be as big a deal as you think. And lo and behold, I think all of what I have learned has kind of reinforced that opinion, to be honest. I don't see students using this en masse. And when I say I don't see students using this en masse, I mean, literally, I have talked to students and they mostly don't trust it to do full assignments and shit. they trust it to do some kind of basic things at most. To be fair, I also work for a performing arts institution, so they're probably extra skeptical about this, especially since they and their friends kind of focus on things like the performing arts, and there are a lot of AI tech bros that are kind of angling to or performing and visual arts. I guess it's just the arts in general. There are a lot of tech bros that are angling that this can like replace some parts of the arts. And I think there's a pretty decent resistance to using these tools just for that reason alone. But, they also just don't trust it to do good work because it doesn't. They've seen it borne out. And lo and behold, I know, but there are still ways that it can be leveraged. Then you have to ask yourself the question, what are the ethics of doing this? What are the things that have gone into it that make it questionable? Anyway, I need to stop about that. This is all a conversation topic for tomorrow, not right now. Needless to say, I worked from home today, and because of that, I actually had a very relaxing lead up to this stream. I ate like 2 hours ago. It was great. I had ice cream an hour ago or something like that, and I've just been kind of chilling. In some slight Nancy Drew news, if anyone cares, anyone's listening for this particular thing, was waiting for this particular thing. Mystery of the Seven Keys, the brand new Nancy Drew game, has now finally come out on Steam. Needless to say, I have already purchased it, downloaded it, installed it, and tried running it. I haven't actually hit the start game button, but I went and fiddled with all the settings because I want to make sure that when I do play it for all of you, it runs flawlessly. So yeah, very excited about that. Needless to say, the subreddit for the Nancy Drew subreddit was immediately salty again. I think there are some people who are just very angry about the fact that this game exists, and it is not a one-for-one copy or remake of previous games. And it's so funny to me, especially given where we are in the series of games, having played several games in a row now that are shit. Straight up, they're shit. They're terrible. We had no, hold on. Google Chrome, you okay? Yeah, let's see. We had Shattered Medallion, Captive Curse, Silent Spy. Those are all in the bottom tier, trash tier. Ghost of Thornton Hall, Deadly Device, Tomb of the Last Queen. Those are all in the okay tier. Like, in the second to last. Like, there's a lot of really bad in there. It's not good. And I just like, at this point, we really are just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games in a row that are just bad. 5 games in a row. And this subreddit, the people who are mad at the subreddit want those games back. Like they say, the games up until Sea of Darkness, and I honestly wonder if we're playing the same games. Like, I honestly wonder. And I don't want to try and make it sound like I am rooting. I'm not even rooting. I don't want to say that I like this new game already, or that I'm going to like it out of spite or something like that. A lot of people are angry about things that are so tiny and minor and have nothing to do with the game or the gameplay itself. A lot of people seem to be upset about things like the price, that is now $32 instead of $20. And I mean, the last time that they sold a game, like in the old series, 32, Sea of Darkness, was 2015. And it's now 9 years later. And you think that the price isn't going to go up for a game? Like, it was a huge deal recently that the standard price for video games went from $60 to $70. And we've seen this on almost every console and major releases. Like, I don't know what to say. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating to experience this from my vantage point, because I am both a Nancy Drew fan, a Nancy Drew game fan, and a gamer as well. I am fully aware and very in tune with the things that are happening in the gaming sphere of things outside of just Nancy Drew, which a lot of people from this community seem to be very focused on, is just the Nancy Drew games. And I really hate to say it, there's a lot else out there, and they made a lot of shit games for a while. So, you know, in some ways, I remember being upset when I heard about all of the drama happening post Sea of Darkness. It's like, it's just so, even with the fact that Labyrinth of Lies and Sea of Darkness are the last two in this thing, even if both of them are perfect, amazing, great, knocked that out of the park, that can't erase 5 games in a row that suck. It can't erase it. And I know that my opinion is not objective here. You know, I'm fully, or not subjective. Wait, objective. Yeah, sorry. It's not objective here. It's subjective. I'm fully aware that I am expressing an opinion that the last 5 games sucked. But, like, I also don't think it was particularly hard to rank them that way. Sorry. Only one of those 5, I think, was particularly successful, and that was Ghost of Thornton Hall. So, you know, their old model wasn't working. I remember being upset when, you know, the studio went through all the upheaval post Sea of Darkness and then spat out Midnight in Salem, and it was like, oh, this sucks. But I'm also willing to give that a better shake this second time around, because this will be my second playthrough, I think. Yeah. I mean, so kind of, not quite though, Witchy. It was more that people who are fans of the Nancy Drew games are seemingly upset that the new game that just released today on Steam, by the way, but released earlier this spring on their own site, Mystery of the Seven Keys, Nancy Drew number 34, is now $32 instead of $20. It's a $12 increase. And they seem to be upset that it's not still $20. And now I want to know, I can't remember. No, that's okay. I've been rambling for a little while, I think, before you came in, so you're fine, you're fine. I can't remember what the MSRP of Midnight in Salem was. Price history. US dollar current price $22. Lowest reported price is $11. But what was the original price? I thought this was. Oh, okay. Huh. It only goes as far back as June 23rd, 2022, and it released in 2019. Oh, wait, I actually found a blog post about it. Our games have been $19.99 for a very long time, but with all the advancements and updates making Nancy Drew games accessible and modern on new operating systems, potentially new consoles, the new price will be $21.99. Okay. $21.99. So Midnight in Salem released at $22, and it's a $10 increase from that. I'm sorry, that's still reasonable. That's still very reasonable. Again, 2019 was 5 years ago, and they were charging $22 for a game. It's like, yeah, we've not had $12 of inflation on that, or $11 of inflation on that. $10, Jesus, I know how to math. But like, $32 for a game like this is really not a lot to ask. So that's why I'm frustrated with the community, at least the one on Reddit, and I hear the ones on Facebook are even worse, but it's that there's kind of this consensus that the game is bad before ever actually playing much of it, or being upset at it for being bad without really paying attention to what might actually make it bad. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I mean, even a halfway decent game, I paid more for shittier games. Like, I don't know what to say, and that's why I'm like particularly frustrated from my vantage point, because like another one of the things that people are upset about with this game is that the system requirements are higher than previous games were. They're higher than the games we're currently playing, which I like to say could run on a potato with an HDMI port. And now Mystery of the Seven Keys requires, I think on the NVIDIA side at least, a GTX 750 Ti, which came out in 2014. A 10-year-old piece of PC equipment, like 10 years old. A lot of integrated graphics solutions these days will probably outperform 750 Ti. Like, but a lot of people were upset about it because it's not something that they can run on the $100 laptop from like the $100 IBM ThinkPad that they bought in 2005. Like, yeah, no shit. Sorry. Like, you can't play Breath of the Wild on a fucking Nintendo 64. Same thing. Like, it's the same damn thing. It's bonkers to me. That's what people are mostly upset about, it seems. And then like you dig a little bit more and there seems to be some people who are actually upset about the game itself. And those are criticisms that I will happily engage with when we actually get there. But like, yeah, you're gonna have to miss me with the whole like they're alienating their audience thing with raising the price and raising the system requirements to something that came out in 2014. Like, I'm sorry. I know that I sit here from a vantage point of extreme privilege with my fucking 4090, but also like I really don't think it's that big of a thing. If you don't have the computer that can play it, welcome to PC gaming. Like, that happens. Why do you think I have a 4090? Because my computer wouldn't play the games I wanted at the level I wanted them to. Hell, that's the whole reason I got into upgrading my computer the way that it did. I actually was thinking just the other day about like the timeline of what graphics cards I had and when. Because my first ever PC build was 2000. Because I guess I should point it out. The RAM for my first ever PC build is on this table back here. I have it. Turns out that my former roommates found it in boxes that when they were unpacking in their new apartment, and I now have 4 sticks of RAM I have to throw out. And I do have to throw them out because I can't use them anywhere. They're DDR3 RAM, and we're on DDR5 now. The stuff that I have in my computer is DDR4 because I have a slightly older platform that I'm running on, but it's totally fine. Like that, I'm not even interested in upgrading anytime soon, as it is. But like, that's from my original build in 2014, 2015. When I finally moved from the Dell XPS desktop that my family had given me for Christmas one year, that I shoved a 660 Ti into to play Skyrim with mods, to a fully custom built computer. At the time, I had an i5 4690K, so 4th generation Intel. We're now currently on the 13th generation, fun fact, so I'm dating myself some. DDR3 RAM, and which I think I had 8 gigabytes because I had half of what's over there. The other half I got another time. So 8 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM, and a GTX 970, which at the time was under $500, I think. You cannot get a 4070 now for that at all, not even close. It's like crazy. So I had a GTX 970, and then I don't remember exactly why, but I remember I got my next graphics card was a GTX 1070, and that was the first and only graphics card I've ever had that was actually white and matched my theme. Because my whole case and computer is all themed to be white. My graphics card is not. My last graphics card I painted white, but this one I'm like kind of refusing to because I've had it for less than a year and I want to hold on to it. So like I don't want to mess with anything that might mess with the warranty in case something goes wrong. In case something goes wrong, I want to be ready to send it in. Anyway, so I had the 1070 and then I got this monitor. No, wait, no, I got the monitor before this. I'm sorry. This is a new monitor that I got this last year as well. So I got a 4K monitor though. I wanted a new monitor. I wanted a bigger monitor. I actually have my original monitor back there. It's another thing that I have back there because I had it at work and I need to throw it out because it no longer works. It was a used and refurbished Dell 1080p monitor from 2011, I think, is when I bought it. So old. But then I finally upgraded to a bigger monitor, and I was originally looking at just getting a 2K monitor, but a 4K monitor just kind of happened in my lap to be just about how much. Like I think it was another thing where I had gotten a monitor for a gift, and just something about it didn't work. Something was wrong with it, and we had to return it. But they couldn't give us a replacement. They just gave us a refund. So my mother then was like, okay, I'll give you the money toward whatever monitor you want to buy. Went to Micro Center, I got a 32-inch 4K monitor because it was surprisingly cheap and just covered the extra cost myself. But then I quickly discovered that my 1070 couldn't run anything at that resolution at the time, so I upgraded to an RTX 2080, and that's what I had until this. This is the first upgrade I've had since then. That was in 2018. So I had that graphics card for, 3.5 years. It's not bad, not terrible. I think I got my money's worth out of it. And now I have to hold on to this thing for like 6 fucking years to get my thing out of it. I was thinking of all of that, and I'm like, I was thinking of it partly because I was wondering where my old graphics card is, because I think it's still somewhere between here and my parents. I think it's at my parents. And I don't know, it was just kind of in my mind for some reason. Anyway, let's play this game. It's now 8:43 and I haven't started playing Labyrinth of Lies yet. I told you all I would, though. We're going to. Here we go.
Dare to play.
Like, it's just super telling to me that this game came out in, what, 2014, 2015, somewhere in that zone. And, like, we're still in 4:3 aspect ratio. Like, yeah, it's totally fine if it's not going to natively run at 4K. Like, I can understand if it were still locked to, like, native 1080p era. But, like, why in all hell is it still 4:3? And these are the games that people hold up as, like, the best of what they had. They were behind the times in 2014, let alone beyond. Don't get me wrong, love these games still, but, like, we got to be realistic about what we're looking at here. It's not peak of gaming in 2014.
I've made it to the museum.
Melina called you in to help her with the exhibit, right?
Right. And now she's missing.
Oh, that sounds bad.
It's too soon to tell.
What are you doing at the museum again?
The museum she works for is opening an exhibit of Greek antiquities, and apparently the museum has been losing staff right and left.
Yeesh. Well, make sure you stand in the middle then.
Haha.
Look into everything at the museum, and in the meantime, we'll contact the network. Call us if you need anything.
Thanks, I will.
Right,
Especially...
the network.
What was that?
I gotta go. Hello?
Help me, please! Help!
Be quiet!
Leave her alone.
It's rehearsal. No need for that. But we'll take the compliment. Take 5, Thanos.
I'm so sorry to interrupt your rehearsal.
Don't be. I'm sorry I scared you like that. I thought we were alone.
You were very convincing. I'm Nancy, by the way.
I'm Xenia.
Nice to meet you. I'm here to help Melina with the museum.
Perfect. I'm pretty busy. Hopefully we'll get to know each other.
Her face looks disturbingly similar to George's old face.
What's your play
Or
about?
no, I think maybe
You'll
it's,
like it.
yeah.
It's got kidnapping, extortion, death, trickery, getting cast down into Hades with no hope of escape. The usual boy meets girl in ancient Greece story.
Sounds exciting.
I hope so. We're performing the story of Persephone to open the new exhibit.
Persephone. Refresh my memory.
She's the daughter of Demeter, goddess of the harvest. But even Demeter can't keep her daughter safe. Hades kidnaps Persephone, you saw that part, and takes her to be his queen.
I'm glad I'm in modern-day Greece. The dating scene back then seemed pretty rough.
That it was.
You have no idea.
Honestly, the material's a little difficult to work with. I feel like I know her. The more we rehearse, the more I want the story to have a happier ending.
Have you played the game Hades?
You play Persephone, I presume.
I do. I'm also directing the show.
That's great. I hope I get a chance to see it.
I just hope it's worth seeing. We're doing our best, but can you keep a secret? I'm out of my depth here. None of the rest of them can know, but I am deep, deep in the woods.
I know that feeling, but I think you can accomplish a lot by just acting like someone who knows what's happening.
I have to. I put myself out there. I said, I can do this. So now I have to show up and be the boss, and I have to yell. And even though my voice sounds like shaking paper in my head and my insides feel like snapping twigs, none of them can know that. I just needed to say it.
I bet you'll do just fine.
Really? What makes you think so?
I don't know. It just seemed like a supportive thing to say.
You're nice. Hey, you seem pretty together, but can I give you some advice?
Sure.
Be careful around the boys, especially Thanos.
Why?
He's a bit intense.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, I'm just going to take a quick moment here to say this is already off to a stronger start than any of the other games, okay? Like, don't get me wrong. Okay, I guess maybe this is already off to a stronger start than the last game, Shattered Medallion, and the one before it, Silent Spy. But Ghost of Thornton Hall, Deadly Device, it has some things in... Ooh, rain. It has some things in common there. Like, a little thrown into the action. You don't really get much backstory. You don't get the whole, like, Nancy writing the letter or getting the dossier thing at her desk anymore. That seems to be completely gone by this point, which is a shame. But, like, there's a mystery here. Someone's gone missing. Like, okay, we've got something. That's a plot versus fucking Medallion, where we're like, what are we doing here again? Why are we here? What's going on? I don't understand. Is there a mystery to solve? I don't know. And yeah, the Hades game is really good, and I'm super excited for the next one. Famous People of Greece. Famous people of just ancient Greece? Ancient, okay, yes. I'll just steal that. So, like, yeah. We've got the new Hades game, Hades 2, that just got released in early access. I'm really excited for, but I'm doing everything in my power to avoid playing until it is fully released. Like, I remember hearing, because I came onto Hades after it was fully released and after everything was already out. I remember hearing that Hades did the same kind of thing. They released early access, and then when they released fully, they kind of turned on the real story, right? That the real story wasn't actually out in the game yet until it was released in full. And I'm like, if it's gonna be the same, I'm gonna hold out.
Locked,
but it's not locked, just locked. Ooh. That didn't sound good. Uh-oh.
What's going on?
I was freehand tracing.
Okay.
I wanted to understand the detail work, so I put thin paper on the glass, leaned in close, and...
Put too much weight on the glass?
Please don't tell anyone I broke the case.
Sounds like it was an honest mistake. I'm sure you have nothing to worry about.
I don't know you. Do you know me?
Not yet. I'm Nancy.
Niobe. I'm the reason we can't have nice things.
You're in the play,
I
right?
love that.
I'm Demeter.
That's on so many levels. I'm Niobe. I'm the reason we can't have nice things on a cultural level. Like, she's Demeter, so she is also the reason we can't have nice things on a cultural level, but she's also Niobe who breaks things, and that's also why we can't have nice things. Good fucking start. I mean, after last game, like, there's no way this could be any worse than
You
that.
seem focused.
So,
Am I
it's already
interrupting?
going to be better, but
Thank you, though. I need a break.
Aren't you excited for opening night?
No. No and no. Nope.
Are you nervous?
Nervous when I sleep. Terrified when I'm awake. I'm so relieved we've only got the one show.
Just one? That's nothing.
You should leave.
What? Why?
You might end up spoiling the ending if you hear too much.
I think I know how it ends.
No. Our ending is different. More frightening. Less predictable.
Are you...
Late? Yes. I have to go.
cryptic. Poseidon's head, Nike, Aphrodite of Chalcis. Nemean lion, hoplite armor, cool. I mean, this is a museum, a game set in a museum, so we're gonna have like full Secret of the Scarlet Hand moment, right? Maybe not as good as, but still. Can I look at the thing she broke? Ah. That would be what she broke. These are the things I should probably learn about by reading the thing. Okay. Nancy, welcome to Greece. Come find me in my office and I'll give you the drachma tour. If I'm not in, show yourself around and introduce yourself to the theater troupe. While we're working to get the show up, they'll be getting ready for a show of their own. I'll be taking care of relations between the troupe and the museum, but it never hurts to make some new friends. The exhibit will go down in history as one of the finest explorations of Greek culture. I couldn't think of anyone better to help me make it happen. Since we don't have a doormat, you'll find your key to the office with Nike. For today, make sure the vase display is properly labeled, create temple images for the architecture display, get tickets assigned for tonight's performance. That should do it for now. Good luck and try not to set off any alarms. As you no doubt now know, there's been a change in plans. I'm doing my best to track down the missing pieces as quickly as possible. Hopefully what we're looking at is a simple shipping error. I've already contacted the local authorities to open an investigation. All staff and members of the troupe consented to searches and interviews. The theater troupe may come to you with access requests. The members of the troupe have been put through the same screening process you and I have, so they are more than welcome to any resources they need. On the off chance you do see anything out of the ordinary, give me a call. Until I can rule out a shipping error, we're not pointing fingers in any direction, but still keep an eye out for any red flags. I'll do my best to return quickly, but until I do, it's up to you to keep the wheels from falling off the wagon and get the exhibit ready for opening night. Use of my office to catch up on any information related to our exhibits and processes. Okay, so it's not a missing person, it's missing exhibit pieces.
Still have to do that. That's done.
Huh. That wasn't made clear. I love that they've got this thing. That they're like, this is what they actually looked like. They were painted and looked like crazy fucking shit. They weren't these beautiful, effervescent things. Thank you, Nike. They were garish. And that's what we love them for. Ah, ring ring. Is this Melina?
Nancy, I'm so sorry I
yes.
wasn't able to meet you in person.
Oh, that's okay. Is something wrong?
Yes, something is very wrong. Some of our exhibit pieces have gone missing.
Are they lost or...
Stolen. I don't know. And frankly, it doesn't matter. The pieces in question, they're worth millions. If I can't recover them, our doors are as good as closed.
I'm here for you. Anything you need.
Oh, thank you. A lifetime of thank yous. I still need you to do the job we brought you on for, and you'll find everything you need for that in the office. But more importantly, I need you to be my eyes and ears.
Does that mean you think we're dealing with theft?
I really hope not, but we can't rule that out.
But you're worried.
I am.
Okay, why's that?
The pieces we lost never arrived. They were on the shipping invoice, but they were not in the crate.
Is that common?
It could be a simple mistake, or it could be someone changed the invoice to buy enough time to smuggle the jewelry out. I'm tracking down both possibilities. That's why I need you here.
You got it.
I'm following the paper trail now, and with luck, I'll find the error and be back tomorrow.
You worry about that. I'll take care of the museum.
Great. You'll find everything you need in the office.
Do you suspect that anyone in the cast took the missing jewelry?
We did at first.
But then?
The police came in, interviewed everyone, and the cast was very cooperative.
That's good at least.
Maybe.
Maybe?
They all consented to having their cars and hotels searched. The police reviewed all of the security footage and came to the conclusion that no one in the cast snuck anything out of the museum.
But you doubt this.
For all intents and purposes, they're cleared, but it just doesn't make sense. Nothing just disappears.
I should tell you, Niobe broke one of the necklace display cases.
What?
She said she was trying to trace the detail work and put too much pressure on the glass.
Is everything still there?
I think so.
For now.
Well, thank Zeus for that. How did she react when you talked to her about it?
She was really upset. She actually asked me not to tell you.
Like no one would notice. These things do happen. Keep an eye on her. Mistakes happen, but a series of mistakes don't.
Got it. Later.
Bye.
Interesting. So we kind of have a very similar setup to Secret of the Scarlet Hand, but we're in Greece instead of in the United States. And so we're in Greece dealing with ancient Greek artifacts instead of being in the United States dealing with ancient Latin American artifacts. So that kind of removes the political and cultural aspect, I think. Be interesting to see what people's motivations are. Potential motivations, I should say. Because the whole thing is that they're all supposed to be suspects, right? Someone must be doing it. If there's theft involved, someone's doing it, and from there we can try to figure out who it is. But yeah. EC Center, Taco Canyon Cultural Center. What it is? Yes, London. We don't have the budget. Just email what someone frame it a possibility. I found our theater group friend owes me a favor. Landing this group is true. I promise you. No, you wanted to make a decision. Please trust me. Can't say I'm not disappointed, but I understand. Please, Anna, tell me honestly if they're good. They're the best money can buy. Our tiny pile of money. Interesting choice. Okay, no, this must be the board of this museum. Okay, here we go. I've secured the final piece for the exhibit. As requested, final list of borrowed items linked to loan terms is below. Metropolitan Museum of Classical Art, 6 pieces loaned through September. National Archaeological Museum of Athens, 1 vase loaned through August. Wallachia Stroud Museum, 8 pieces loaned through October. You open 2 pieces loaned through December. Costas Bezos Gallery, November. Gallery Classical, 4 pieces. Same Museum of Fine Arts, 4 pieces. Those coins for the bottom row of the coins is stuck in customs since they went right into the opening. The Oculus replicas on the display for the interim. Okay, well, pretty straightforward. New higher notes. Here we go. The Phidias Cultural Center. My mistake. Bank of Switzerland, Greek Antiquities Co-op, and the PCC Donor Association. Oh. Okay. Exhibit summary Out of the Ashes. Outsold their highest admission day total by over 75%. Sold enough yearly passes within a 7-day period to account for 15% of the annual operating budget. Exit surveys demonstrate a high level of guest satisfaction with the exhibit, with most participants rating the experience favorable and memorable. Partnerships formed from the exhibit will continue our lifeline during these uncertain economic times. Out of the Ashes has taken a large toll on our yearly budget. Posting record attendance levels is great news, but it was not enough to cover the cost of an expensive joint venture. The project was seen as an investment from the start, and it's important to keep that fact in mind. Partnerships are our single most important resource today and moving forward. Our current collection is remarkable, but is unfortunately not a large draw. We must find new partners interested in using our space and sharing our resources. Okay. Stage update. As many of you know, I've been in contract with a Pinnacus group about a possible update to our stage area. Pinnacus near stages demonstration site for their newest venture. Modernize our historical stages with state-of-the-art technology. The resistance to this idea elsewhere in the country is working in our favor. We've been cleared to improve the stage area and will be able to make use of the company's services. Now the good news, Pinnacus will provide their services free of charge. Payment deferred via charitable gift, to be exact. In exchange, we will allow the company to host demonstrations no more than once a month, and also allow the company to feature our location in their literature and advertising. Given the difficulty we have drawing a crowd, this is too good a deal to pass on. Something stuck in my eye. Wait, can we not? Oh my god. Whoa. Got it. Think. Propose a meeting to finalize the deal and work out any profit sharing agreements. Please announce the renovation stage is gone. Okay. If there's anything else to look at besides that thing. And this is something I'm sure we will need at some point. Printer, otherwise known as the worst possible thing.
The password must be around here somewhere.
Okay. Sure, we have to do something with that sometime. No searching the drawers? Odd. Don't usually have that. Okay. So, things we have to do.
Looks like the temple is already designed. I just have to build it.
Okay. Lofty site to honor the hunt, colorful panoramic band, animals above the cornice, volume ornamentation, and a double hall. Lofty site to honor the hunt. Oh, I'm guessing the one in the mountains is what we need. Lofty, after all, you know. Okay, floor plan. Don't know what a double hall is. Is there a place to learn about this?
This could be helpful.
Like this. Well, architecture, we go. Okay, doors, silhouette, lens strong home. Little space for. Okay. That's something to start with, I guess. Let's keep trying. Okay. Double hall, I'm guessing, is going to be double sets of columns. Colorful panoramic band, animals above the cornice, volume ornamentation. Volumes is the round one. Rolls. Okay, volume ornamentation, animals above the cornice, colorful panoramic band. Okay, well that's the colorful panoramic band. Animal. That must be it. Does this have a god? Does it need a god? We're talking about the hunt. That tells me Artemis. Gods approve, so that's one of them. Okay, cool.
Next temple.
Gotta use that ancient Greek mythology knowledge that I have just inherently after years of being a bit of a dork about it. Thank you, freshman English class. For some reason, we studied Greek mythology in freshman English. Or to end. Murabaka's bustling agora, abstract gable, musical dedication, metal-piece. Bustling agora will be that, yes? City-centered, yes. That's what I thought. Or to end. It's that first one, because there are 4 on the end, and then 4 in between. Yes? Square? Abstract gable, musical dedication. Think square. Abacus is that. Abstract gable, musical dedication. Can't tell what that is. Nope. That's what I need. I'm gonna try to say that word. Abstract would be a element that doesn't have anything to do with anything. That has to be it. Hey, I did it again. Mythology Fridays. Interesting. Well, that's definitely more interesting than what I got in 9th grade.
Building temples is easy when Nancy Stonemason Drew is on the case.
Where the hell did that come from, honey? Water view for wisdom. Alright, well, we already know that it's Athena. Wisdom. Twice as many columns on sides as on ends. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's 12 then. That's 6, so. Sculptured mortals on all levels. Acanthus leaves. Be that. Sculptured mortals. Yes. Boop. Nailed it. Why is Athena's temple near the water, though? That doesn't make a ton of sense. That's done. Tickets and the vase display. Ooh. How do I find the... That was some rumble. Uh-oh.
I have a favor. Can you help me get a closer look at some of the locked up pieces?
Okay, I'll ask.
Thanks.
Do you know much about Greek mythology?
Here, take this, you'll love the myths. They're full of the most amazing insanity. I'm glad we don't live in that world, for the most part.
They're full of the most amazing insanity. Truth. Fucking truth.
Talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Where do I find the labels for the oh, what? Alina.
Can I get a key to the coin display?
You'll need to open the filing cabinet first. The key to the filing cabinet is hidden inside the box with the animal figurines. Pair up the animals with the images so the animal and image pair represent the same god.
You got it.
I know you weren't brought here for this, but I need you to learn about provenance.
As in verifying the authenticity of the art?
You're as sharp as they say. That's it.
She's dealt with it before.
To the experts?
Generally, yes, but if we're dealing with theft of any kind, I need you to become an expert.
Instantly?
Unfortunately, but you'll come to it naturally.
I'm flattered, but what makes you say that?
You will find that it's like solving a mystery, which I hear you're pretty good at.
And also, Nancy, you've done this before.
I'll do my best.
Proving
Managing
provenance is
provenance.
a classic whodunit. You look at a vase or a painting and you follow the clues to see who done it. Who painted or sculpted or chiseled the work in
Humble.
question.
When you put it that way, I think I'm comfortable with the methodology.
Perfect. You'll find what you need on the computer. Niobe may be able to help you.
I'll let you go.
Goodbye.
Since it is now rumbling outside, there is a possibility that I may lose internet connection at some point, just as an FYI. So I just want to put that out there in case for some reason I go dark. That's why. Like any of these. Hey. Ultimately changed nothing. I didn't like anything, so we didn't change anything.
Match the animals to the correct symbol.
Okay, so I happen to know that is you. That's you. Zeus. You. I think we're calling. Oh. Nope. Fucked up somewhere. Hold on. Okay. What do we got? So we got Zeus. An eagle. Is that not an eagle? Oh, okay. That's one of the ones I was on the fence about. Hera was a cow. Oh, I'm sorry. And a peacock, so boop, boop. That's wrong. Still wrong. Aphrodite is dolphin, though, isn't it? Doves. Oh, never mind. Take that back. Oop. What are we looking at here? Ares, helmet and shield, holding spear, sword, magpies and vultures. Yeah. There we go. Okay. There we go. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Alright, I got the thing for the display case.
What is it?
Do you know much about proving provenance?
Sure. I have some materials for you. Here.
You? Oh. Introduction for Providence. Okay, this is great.
Goodbye.
I still need what I need on the computer, though. So, do you mean the jewelry? She means the jewelry. That's the filing cabinet key. I forgot. Never mind. Filing cabinet first. I guess we need the other key. Clarotarian.
These must be the tags
There
for
we
the
go.
display.
We'll look at that more in depth later.
Thank you for unlocking the display for me.
Why are you so interested in them?
The tooling
Why are you so interested in that?
about how they're made. For the most part, we still don't understand the full method. Bits and pieces, but that's it. I'd love to see if I can see something, anything to add to that discussion.
Bye-bye.
Until later.
Okay. Was it again? Larotarium. Like, perfect. Oh, provenance starter. 3 pieces you must verify provenance on. Start with the gold leaf nexus in the center of the coin display. You'll find more information in the provenance program. Drop down fields, attach an image to the object, submit your findings. Okay. Engage the cast, but I'll push too hard. Keep them talking. I'm working to getting you some help, but I simply cannot get in contact with museum staff. We're coming for the tickets to tonight's show. Once you've assigned the first group seating, please drop the tickets in the mailbox outside the museum's front entrance. Any other tickets you assign are will call tickets for later performances and don't need to be printed out. Also, I'm going to be doing a lot of travel. Might not always have time to explain everything. I'll send you what you need to know museum using this messenger. Please check in time to time.
I need to assign seats according to everyone's requests.
Okay. This is interesting. Gavril and Lily's are the only VIP ticket holders. Lily wants only front row seats. Lilith needs 5. Okay. Interesting. Anything else about Gavril? Wants 3 of his 6 tickets to be adjoining standard seats. So I guess then Gavril would be these 3, and Lilith would be 5. So they're all front row and VIP. Because only those 2 should be in the VIP area. Backrows doesn't want any prime seats. It's only standard or discount. Needs 3 seats. Okay. Adam's group fills all but 1 prime seat. A big fucking group. Each seat in Adamu's group is adjacent to another member of their party. Okay. In which case, this is correct, I believe. Okay. Gavril wants 3 of his 6 tickets to be adjoining standard seats. Adjoining standard seats. Not in. So, that has to be the case. It has to be adjoining. Back row seat numbers are higher than Adamau's, lower than Monos's. Back row needs 3 seats. No prime seats. Well, there are no prime left, they're all standard. Done Lilith already, so Lilith is done. Gavril is done. Adamo's done. Just Valkros and Manos now. Is it higher than Monos? How many? Vakros needs 3. And there's nothing else about. Okay. It's. Huh. Is that right? Heat request not fulfilled. Okay, what did I mess up? Bakros doesn't want any prime seats. It's purple. None of them are prime. Gavril and Lilith are the only VIP ticket holders. The only people in the VIP section should be the green and the blue. Okay. Adam's group fills all but 1 prime seat. Oh, I see the mistake here. Oh. Hmm. See if it's as simple as this. Nope. I don't want a prime seat. They have to be together. Okay. Lilith wants only front row seats. Yeah. There's 5 of them. 3 seats for Vakros. Oh, I just saw something else. Hold on. Gavril is messed up now. 3 seats adjoining standard seats. Okay. What's in the front row seats? Vakros needs 3 seats, Lilith needs 5. Adjacent to another member of the party. So the only thing that I need to figure out is what it means by Gavril wants 3 of his 6 tickets to be adjoining standard seats. I need 1 more Gavril ticket in here. I'm not sure exactly where to put it. No. What's wrong now? Bakros doesn't want any prime seats. Okay. Gavril and Lilith are the only VIP ticket holders. Okay. Bakros' seat numbers are higher than Admo's, but lower than Monos's. Monos should be higher. Oh. Huh. And then Adamos, lower than Monos. Bakros. 3 seats. Okay. I think that might have been my mistake. Lower than Monos's. So we have Monos and Gavril's remaining 3 seats. He has adjoining standard seats. Would it be that simple? No. Gabriel wants 3 of his 6 tickets to be adjoining standard seats. Phyllis wants only front row. Panama's group fills all but 1 prime seat. But they also have to be adjacent. Actress's seat numbers are higher than Adamo's. I don't know if that 8B works here then. Maybe that's the problem. Adamo's lower than Monos's. Normal VIP and Backwoods is on prime seats. I must be so fucking close. Logic puzzle. Is there a hint? Apparently you can actually keep doing this. I didn't realize that. Like once you finish this, you can just keep going. What? I was really close though, but also very confused. All right. You're gonna have to explain to me why this works. Joining standard seats. Oh! Gavril wants 3 of his 6 tickets to be standard seats that are adjoining, not... Okay, I misunderstood the directions there. That's my problem. I was reading it as 3 of the 6 tickets need to be next to standard seats. They don't need to be standard seats, they need to be next to them. I get it now. Okay. Okay. Misunderstood.
He's off in the mailbox.
Yeah, apparently you can do another one of these. Like, if we go in here. Yeah. You get a totally different one. Cool. Wait. Petrovich? Hey. Novak. Wait a minute. I think I know that. Put these in the mailbox.
I can cross that off my to-do list now.
Yup. And the balls. Play. Do we know anything about the pieces? Huh.
Looks like I'll need a unique password to access the archives.
Hello, Elraz. Welcome. What's this?
Want to know a secret? Are the seats packed with the dead? Should I line you up and punch you down into the land of the dead? Well, do you want to know a secret? So polite. Oh, I mustn't talk in the theater. Curses for all the gods. I've gone and broken the 4th wall. But no bother. Your beloved real world is itself theater. You're used to pretend, used to believing what you want to believe. For the next 90 minutes, I will be telling you lies, and you will agree they are the truth. That's actually more or less what's printed on my business card. Hermes, messenger to the gods, certified liar,
He's a ham.
CEO of Olympic Scandal magazine, inventor of gossip. I'll be handing these out after the show. Mercury keeps poaching my clients these days. Roman gods, pff, cheap knockoffs. Bacchus is a cool guy. The rest, forgeries of our greatness. Except no substitutions.
Is he just riffing? Like, is he just ad-libbing all of this?
Do you want to hear a secret? Yes. I'm also the guide to the underworld. Hades, the old Greek soul closet. Little known fact about being dead. Death is very boring. Not much happens in Hades. It's just a lot of souls being dead in chairs, being dead at breakfast, dead souls just wandering about. That's the gist of it. I mean, every 4 years we have our own Olympics, but we've yet to fully figure out soul physics.
Okay. He's having a fun time, that's for sure.
Archimedes is doing his best, but we're still no closer to finding the pole vaulters. They just went, just gone. Quite floaty and dearly missed, like spice ships at sea. So you must understand my interest was piqued when I discovered the underworld exploding with news, curiosity, intrigue. A mysterious young woman was coming, so beautiful, so sad, so frightened. Yet those were not the qualities that drew the land of the dead to watch her every move. No, what moved them so was that this girl was alive.
Okay.
I have a tragic tale to tell. A story of 3 gods who conspired and fought over the fate of one lost girl. It's a story I've told before. Sometimes the maiden, Persephone, returns home, escapes from Hades unscathed, and sometimes the dark forces of the underworld prevail. Zeus! How does the story end? You just want me to skip everybody else's lines? Okay. It's frozen in fear. I was gonna say, it's on 9? I only have, I was gonna say, I don't know. The next one, or the next speech? Oh, okay, let me find the next speech here, which is in here somewhere. Hermes, there's a little speech. Oh, there it is. How are you not cold? It's cold, very chilly, pretty nippy. It's pretty nippy indeed, my friend. The big Z is not feeling chatty, I see. Could that be because I convinced you to marry?
He's one of the actors, I think, playing Hermes.
Life as we know it? Probably it. I hate it.
And this is like a script read, I guess?
Even more untrustworthy than they already are.
Swan's more untrustworthy than they already are.
Some people say that
Lol.
death has a twisted sense of humor. I assure you, death has no sense of humor. Speak of the Greek analog of the devil, and the Greek analog of the devil appears.
Shut it.
Speak of the Greek analog of the devil, and the Greek analog of the devil appears.
Shut it.
I would love to shut it, but I need clarification on which it I must shut to make you happy.
Shut your mouth or I'll shut you in an airless cell under the river's fire.
There it is.
Zeus!
I'm afraid this one's on me, darling. The big guy is peeved. Have you noticed that you've been getting a bit more boat traffic these days?
The harvest is always strong.
You're about to run into some economies of scale issues.
Speak plainly.
Demeter has frozen the world. You're about to be swimming in corpses.
I am prepared.
We're not. Not so much.
I have taken my queen, the queen you gave to me.
Whoa, whoa. Introduced, not gave. I guess it depends on the culture and the era. And if one party is a nymph, and the other party the second most powerful god, and if one party is a nymph, and the other party the second most powerful god, I guess it depends on the culture and the era. I've always said that. I said that just earlier. You are great, but you're giving back your queen one way or another. Listen, let's calm tensions. The god economy has not been great. We're not...
God economy.
Have a god war here. Let's be civil.
Civility is weakness in practice.
Practice makes perfect.
Sort it out with Demeter. Persephone is my queen, and so she will remain.
I suppose I'm left to deal with this, but I also suppose this is more or less my fault. I'm having a me day.
I'm having a me day. The juxtaposition between the two different readings is quite nice. Lottery? Wait for your chance to win. What? Huh. That is. I will come back to that. Oh, they want Providence. I need to do Providence. Oh, I need to do the faces.
I need something to help me figure out which face is which first.
Do I have anything for that? Oh. Okay. Know what to do about that. Oops.
Yes?
Later.
Until later.
Until later. Let's look into Providence maybe then? Gold green leaf necklace. Gold green leaf necklace. Guessing we mean this thing? Let me take a photo of it. Really shitty photo.
Done.
Boop. Gold green leaf necklace. And then let's see. Gold leaf necklace? Gold leaf earrings. Let me see one gold leaf necklace. It's this one. From Exhibit the Golden Age, 2nd of July, Stavros. July 2nd, Stavros. What was the rest? Golden Age, which is State Museum of Fine Arts. State Museum of Fine Arts. Age loan ends in September. Oh, I need to. Okay.
All done.
Cool. Is that it? The Anemia. Okay, that would be the lion. Okay, framed. Boop. Boop.
That should do it.
Okay. Nemean lion. Take that in the thing. Okay. It is sculpture, and the Nemean lion was received. The lion sculpture, 29th of June by Mikhail, World of Gods and Heroes. 9th of June. June 29. Mikhail. World of God and Heroes. Okay. God and Heroes. There's jewelry. Only one that I see here is Kostas Bezos through November. Bezos through What? Oh. Hold on.
Done.
Nice. Now what's next? For a vase depicting 4 women, one seated holding a bird, another standing directly behind her chair. 4 women, one seated and holding a bird, the other directly behind her chair. This one. There we go. Right there. Oh, that's a
Got it.
great photo. Great photo. So good. Okay. Now, it's a vase.
Wait, if those time cards are correct, then the signature for the vase can't be right.
Which vase? Red figure vase. Okay, permanent collection red figure vase. 4 women, 30 June, Sophia. Huh. June, Sophia. Says it should be. Wait, what is this? Gotcha. See, Metropolitan National Archaeological Museum. Those are the only 2 possibilities. But as was stated, Sophia was out on that day. Call Melina?
Hi, Nancy.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh. Okay. Not terribly useful either. It was either Metropolitan through September or National Archaeology through August.
Got it.
Time gap indicated, unable to confirm provenance.
Check.
That's all? Yeah, that's it.
Still have to do that.
Can't do either of those, okay. Well, we can't do the balls until we have more information about the balls.
I need a big favor.
Okay, what's that?
Can you set me up with the time cards from the office? I have been so underwater, I haven't been tracking our rehearsal time.
I'll see what I can do. It seems like a lot of work went into production. Why only one show?
One show? Who said that?
Niobe.
Poor Niobe. I bet she wishes it was just one. She's so scared, all she sees is opening night. We're here the whole week.
I was wondering why there were multiple ticket nights, but there was only...
I'll let you go.
Talk to you later.
Well, now we get to wander on stage. Nice stool. Pretty basic looking thing. Ah. Apparently my question about Hermes' role was not welcome. She keeps me running around, hardly able to get my job done. Thanos keep having his lines cut. At this point, I'm carrying the show. This isn't Hermes' story. What gives? Maybe Xenia can explain. Looking at automation of light cues, Xenia keeps adding to Hermes' role. At this point, I can barely make the cues between scenes. Light cues and fly system weight changes, settings for Xenia script notes, cues will be signed up by Xenia and Grigor. Okay. Ah.
Definitely need to figure out what to do here before I try anything.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Nancy. You must be...
Hermes, god of charisma and handsomeness.
Charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and
Nice
talent.
to meet you.
The same. What's your role?
I guess I'm playing the part of the museum assistant.
Then why don't we become friends?
I'm open to that.
More than friends?
Less open to that.
Boyfriend at home?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That doesn't affect the average.
Wow. Okay. Feminism called. They want their body count back.
Do you know anything about the stolen art?
Too much.
Why's that?
When it went missing, the police had a long talk with all of us.
That's news to me.
We didn't want it to become a bigger deal than it needed to be. We all agreed to answer their questions. Melina turned over the tapes, and we turned over our keys and let them search our hotels and cars.
So if you're all here, it's safe to assume they didn't find anything.
I got the sense it was just a formality searching us.
What's your role in the production?
Too many things.
Is that usual?
Yes, but things are a little more intense this time.
Because there are so few of you?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you have a larger support crew?
Generally we do. But because the background checks were really extensive, we didn't have time to worry about anyone other than ourselves. To answer your question, I work the lights and the stage cues. I make sure we've got the right scripts, then I do my best to keep us from killing each other.
Why do you think Xenia keeps making your role bigger?
Would you stay out of my things?
Okay.
I have no idea, honestly.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Nancy. I just
You busy?
I have to go.
can't help myself. I have to go.
Can't do that now.
Yeah, I can't do too much snooping. Basement. Ooh. Artist in the Underworld. This just talks about how artist works.
I need to figure out the combo.
That. Yeah, wait. That looks like Chekhov's gun right there. Just saying.
Stay away from that. It'll kill you.
What exactly am I staying away from?
That's the fly system. It controls the scenery and the curtains, and it'll kill you.
And it'll kill you. I mean, thanks for leaving. Okay, our production must take advantage of the theater's recent remodel. State-of-the-art revolve stage, loud and tires has to fly up, replace the central stage edifice via hydraulic lifts for stage unique abilities. Construct each set well in advance of production. Performers will receive a briefing. As dangerous presented by the lab must be evaluated with every blocking and cue change. Okay. This is a lot of Hermes. We did do that. don't see anything that's too interesting. Some big monologues in here. And Act 1. This, what's that? What's that? What's that? I want to know what's the cut in the thing. We see it. We see it. Ooh, buttons. Can't play with buttons? Not allowed. All right. Huh.
Hi.
What can you tell me about Gregor?
I like him. I know he's the type to flatter. I know it's self-serving to listen to him when he tells me I'm gorgeous and brilliant. But you know what? I can use the emotional junk food some days.
Emotional junk food. I love that.
What made you interested in ancient Greece?
I guess if I had to pick an answer, I'd say the ancient Greeks.
Okay, fair answer. It seems a little strange that there are only 4 people in the entire cast and crew.
A good stage director doesn't cast herself, but I understand Persephone.
Okay, how?
I was this happy girl, and one day I fell into this vast sadness. I got out of it, but just like Persephone, I know it will come back for me, even on my best days.
I definitely see you have a personal connection.
Sounds like depression.
But what happens if there's a problem during the performance and you're all on stage?
I don't like to think about that.
How long have you been touring?
On and off for a while. This is my first time directing, but I've been acting since the day I was born. Who hasn't?
Later.
Bye.
That sounds like a massive undertaking, Witchy. Holy shit.
Yes?
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Still have to do that.
I haven't met the other one.
Hi, Nancy.
I'll let you go.
Okay. Talk to her. The messages? Ah. Consider the museum on full lockdown from here on out. No vehicles of any kind are allowed near the exits. Keep an eye out for anything that could be useful to the police if something is amiss. That sounds fucking dark. Ooh, hey, there's more.
Have my sympathy.
And you have mine, Hermes.
I just drove a train through that pause. People, come
I was trying to cry.
I just drove a train through there.
Okay.
I mean, you know, I'm not gonna just like throw it on her.
Way too much silence.
Okay,
Just
I
pick it up
will-
a little
I
bit.
will be
Okay, pick it up a little bit. Start over. Hermes, you get to say it again.
I mean, it's not exactly my place.
I like that the title is You Write It Then. And I'm losing it here 1 through 10.
You have my sympathy.
And you have mine, Hermes. She was here when he took her. Do you want to know how I know?
Of course, my dear.
The grass dies under my feet. Do you see the color drain from the hills? Can you hear the cracking of the leaves? The crunch of dead bones? The drum-tight skin of soil gone cold?
The crunch of dead bones.
As do I. This is not my will.
Persephone is safe.
The crunch of dead bones.
Do you know how they came to be? They come in dreams.
Speak up a little bit more, Niobe.
I dream of being new and small, warm in the soil,
A little bit more.
wet by the rain, wet with rain, slowly waking as the warm face of Helios fills my soul with restless joy. I begin to listen moment by moment. This is really long.
It's a monologue.
It's excessive.
No,
This
I
is
don't think so.
stupid.
Why is it stupid?
Because if she's truly in grief, she wouldn't ramble on. Oh yes, this is stupid. Why? If Demeter is really sad, Why would she continue on and on and on, especially to someone who hurt her so much?
This is not quite reality, it's a play. We're using words to describe how we feel. Most actors would love this. I mean,
I love this.
Okay. I feel the wishes above the grass. The hare wishes for clover. Perhaps I will grow to be clover. The man wishes for an olive. You missed an N. It's for an olive tree to grow near his home. Oh!
She
An olive tree.
grammar correcting the script as she goes.
And step into the day my dreams take root.
how do you feel about that? How do you feel about your dreams taking root?
I think you're rather ripping them up now, aren't you?
Wow. This is so fucking antagonistic.
I feel like if I was in mourning, I would keep my mouth shut. I don't know you would know what mourning is like.
Okay, we're
Came out of
no,
nowhere.
no, completely
Came
off
out of
topic.
nowhere.
Let's just focus.
When Persephone was
Focus.
growing inside me, that might be a bit much for the art crowd.
Bit much for the art crowd. Did you hear?
Yeah,
Bit
I
much
know.
for the art crowd.
Yeah.
just go with it. It's fine. It's fine.
What would you know about art? She joined me in my dreams. We grew together in the soil each night. In those dreams, I taught her how all things grow. Seed by seed, we grow strong into the sky together. And when I woke, she continued to dream.
She continued to dream. It's a statement.
She continued to dream.
This is painful, but also wonderful.
The night before she was born, she
Good
appeared
acting
as the
teacher.
girl I had yet to meet. Can I say my
You
lines?
can
Yeah.
do whatever you want to do.
The night before she was born, she appeared as the girl I had yet to meet, and she took me by the hand. She led me towards. You missed an S. She led me.
You missed an S.
I've never seen before. It was small and wild, a spray green dotted with red bulbs.
With red bulbs. You're really excited about that.
Spray green dotted with red bulbs.
That's a little bit better. Yeah, that's good.
No matter how you direct it, the writing is just silly.
Stop criticizing the script. We have a bigger job here to do.
Well,
Just
then
say
cut
the
the
lines.
script in half and get
Say
on
the
with the rest of the
lines.
job. She plucked a strange new fruit for me. It was her creation. It was her gift to me.
She is a very special young woman.
That sounds really creepy.
I understand how you must.
Okay.
feel.
You do not
That sounds really creepy.
other things to do, and you won't cut the script, so I'm just going to keep going, okay?
Niobe, that's enough.
I mean, we are wasting precious time here. I was not brought here to act, as I clearly can't. In the interests of time, can I keep going with your precious script? Now
She
again,
seems really mad about doing this.
slipping into death. We're not quiet seeds waiting in bloom. We're prisoners clawing through stone. Every night I dream of digging down, tearing the very earth apart with my hands until the bones break loose, the skin rubs away, and I've bled all the blood left in me. And at last, when I break through, I reach down for her. I feel her fingers, her reaching out as desperately as me, and I pull with every bit of strength I have. And when I wake and when I step out into the day, I see that I have only pulled more death into the world. That's how I'm going to do it in the performance.
You're gonna run out of air.
That is how I am going to do it! You do not have any control over me when I am actually on stage.
Whoa. Okay. This is a very tense group. I'm sensing a lot of tension here.
Okay. All right. Let's just continue.
I don't know how to make the dream stop.
You have to let her go.
These flowers don't die. All else dies, but not these flowers. That is how I know she was taken from me here. Until she returns, all life will frost and crumble, torn down to dry bone and rock. The wind will spit dust, but these flowers will never die.
Think of Persephone. Is this what she would want?
All right, Shatner.
No right to speak of what she would want.
Can we get a little less space captain? A little.
Lol, perfect. Nailed it.
Living things.
Why do we keep going back to this?
I'm not going
You
back to
are.
anything.
Yes.
You
Yes.
keep
How would you
rewriting
want
it.
He's creepy, right? Do you agree? He's kind of
Look.
creepy.
You
We
know
were
what?
supposed to do
There
a
are far
character
more creepier
conference. I was
things
set to do
yourself
it. We never did it, and now I'm trying to feel
What
the
if she
same.
is dreaming
Go.
with me, but when she wakes, she finds she has pulled more life into the underworld? If that is so, let all living things die so she will never be alone, never feel far away from love. And when it is done, when it is all done, maybe then I will be allowed to cross the burning river.
Zeus will never allow you to carry out this plan.
He has no control over me.
He can be persuasive.
How can he stop me if I can't stop myself?
What? What was that, Niobe? I think that's the first real bit of acting I have seen all day. That was beautiful. Oh my gosh. Just keep going. Keep going.
We will be reunited, in life or in death. It makes no matter to me.
Okay, maybe I take that back. Can you just a little bit more energy?
You just said it was good acting. Now you're saying it's
No,
not.
you don't understand the difference. Just okay. We're going back to more energy.
We will be reunited, in life or in death. It makes no matter to me. Can you feel the chill? The white winds of... What? There are no winds in Olympus.
How do you know that?
Because I studied Greek art, you nincompoop.
How do you draw wind anyway?
Olympus peaks. That is a very strange string of words. The white winds of Olympus peaks are descending into the valleys below. The rivers glaze with mud and ice. Hades has stolen my life. I will steal his death.
She's kind of great. So dry and angry.
What is it?
I'll let you go.
Bye. Hello.
Oops.
Later.
Goodbye.
Later.
I need something to help me figure out which face is which first.
Is there something I'm missing here? Huh. Oh.
Finally! What happened back there?
Sorry, I was caught off guard from a very convincing scene from a play.
So,
Gotta talk to these two.
Can't say that for sure, but no one is being actively...
I've got a strange feeling about what's happening at the
I
museum.
have a strange feeling about
feel
this.
the same way. Something seems a bit off.
Want us to look at everyone at the museum?
That would be great. Please do.
Consider it done. Call us back in a bit, and we'll have everything you need to know.
I might need some outside help. Do you know anything about Greek art?
You're in luck.
I am.
We'll make a call and have the book sent to you right away.
Thanks.
Okay.
What's the network?
ATAC.
Why change the name?
Apparently, the FBI doesn't like explaining that they get help from America's teens.
Ah, okay.
I don't see a "you must be this old to solve a crime" sign anywhere.
Well, there might be a law about that somewhere.
Don't care. What am I going to do with all my ATAC shirts? I have so many!
Sorry to bring up a sore point.
ATAC forever!
But really, it's the network now.
What have you guys been up to?
The usual. Adventures, globetrotting,
Business school.
on the side.
Are you thinking of leaving the mystery game behind?
No, I'm working on a project.
You are going to freak when you find out.
Joe,
I'm not supposed to talk about it.
Interesting.
it's no big deal, really, but I don't want to jinx it.
Okay, I have to say one thing.
0 things is a better option.
You're going to love it.
It involves me?
I can't say.
It's way down the road, but for now, I'll just wait until Joe accidentally tells everyone.
Me too.
Me too.
Later.
Well, good job, buddies. Good job. Okay, so right, this obviously wouldn't have come right away, but like I need it. It's like the only thing I need to do. I think this guy's gone too. The other guy is nowhere to be found. I haven't seen him at all. Killing me. There's literally nothing else I can do.
Check that off yet.
Don't think there's literally anything right now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hmm. It should just be here. But it isn't.
How was the flight?
Couldn't tell you. I slept right through.
Slept on a flight? What witchcraft is this? She's a witch! Burn her!
Hi, Joe.
Okay.
I do not consort with witches.
Our in-flight movie was about Salem, and apparently Joe took away the wrong lesson.
How have
This
I
feels
lived this long
prophetic.
without knowing how fun, reckless accusations are?
In 2019, they would release Midnight in Salem.
I'm having a bit of a problem.
Perhaps you should try stepping into water and letting me know if you float.
I'll add that to the list. Have you been able to look into the entire cast?
Yeah, you're dealing with something really serious here.
Tell me more.
That's the thing. We're not sure.
First red flag is the staff.
As in, where is everyone?
We reached out to the network to see if we could track down any of the workers who left.
No one would talk?
No one could be found.
Oh.
Keep quiet
That's,
on that until we figure out what's
whoa.
happening.
We can fill you in on everyone at the museum, but these are dangerous people. You have to tread lightly.
Tread lightly. She's so bad at that.
Thanks, Joe.
Sorry. Just be careful. Something big is happening.
What did you find out about Gregor?
Did you notice anything about his Greek accent?
What Greek accent?
Right? He's an American, and Gregor is not his name.
Really?
Okay.
Really?
So, who is he?
He may be an actor, like he says. We can't figure out why he changed his name.
Because he's an actor?
Find out a bit about his past.
What's his story?
Pretty sad, actually. He's an only child. His parents died when he was really young.
He grew up completely alone.
In and out of foster care until he aged out of the system.
It may explain the assumed name.
Right. Maybe the name has some meaning.
Right. It could be a stage name.
Like a nom de plume, but for actors.
Or it could be something more serious.
Like a nom de guerre.
Unlikely. Either way, we'll look into it.
Did you find anything out about Xenia?
She seems to be more or less who she says she is.
We know she's from New York.
She grew up around a lot of artists and professors and the like.
Looks like she was put in contact with the production's organizers and jumped at the chance to direct.
That seems reasonable.
It does, but we're gonna keep looking.
The dots connect, but who knows if we're seeing all the dots?
Oh, I know that feeling. What can you tell me about Niobe?
She is an amazing artist.
Yeah?
Okay.
Well, she was. I saw a few of her pieces at the Met. Stunning. Her painting spoke to my soul.
I didn't know you were a fan of painting.
Nance, I'm more cultured than Greek yogurt.
He's been saving that one.
I was toying with Euro puns for a while, but I couldn't figure out if it was Euro or Hero or Gyro. So I moved to tzatziki for a while, and that was a dead end. Now Saganaki.
Reeled in, buddy.
Right. Her work is abstract, but not.
How so?
The docent told me that under each abstract painting is a photorealistic painting.
Huh?
She paints over her work. She replaces the painting with the feeling of the painting. The amazing thing is that you can sense it. You know what's there.
Huh. Okay.
Niobe's such a talented
Interesting
artist.
concept.
Why is she acting?
The part Joe left off is likely the reason. Her career is steeped in controversy.
In what way?
She was accused of art forgery, but it's not true.
You don't want it to be true.
Of course I don't. But the docent I met said what happened to her was a tragedy. I mean, he looked like he was going to cry just by thinking about it.
What happened?
He wouldn't say. All he said is her paintings will never bear her name. Apparently, everyone knows she's lost all credibility in the art world, but no one seems to know why.
I'll watch her from a distance for now. Do you think Melina could be involved with the missing artwork?
An inside job. Wouldn't be the first time.
You should talk to her, see what she says.
That's always so hard to do, but Comes with the territory, I guess.
It's all in the tone of voice.
Is that so?
Yeah, check this out. Are you the type of terrible person who steals?
And this works?
Not at all.
Just be direct.
Not at all.
Just say,
Yes.
take it away, Frank. That's what I say, at least.
Helpful.
Goodbye.
Later.
Well, I guess we'll do that. Get it over with. Hey, you stealing shit? Guess not.
Bye.
Yes?
Is the museum's collection the real reason you're here?
What makes you ask that? I'm supposed to be trying new things in my life. That's what everyone says. Move on. Be new. Try new things. Don't dwell.
Sorry if I offended. It just seems like a pretty rare chance to study all of this great work.
Oh, guilty. I heard different words from what you meant. I can't even begin to tell you what it's like. When I was small and the other girls were crushing on the boys, I was falling in love with Phidias. No joke. A terminal art girl from the jump. Which reminds me, in case it's contagious, I've got books for you. Learn the language and art will speak to you. If I wasn't so terrified of that nightmarish amphitheater, I'd be skipping around the place.
Are you Niobe, the famous painter?
Was.
A friend of mine is obsessed with your work.
I don't want to hear about your friend or anyone else.
I'm sorry. Did I upset you?
You did. It's not your fault, but I had to snap at you.
Okay.
Why?
No one cared about my art, but they loved to look at the smoking wreckage of my career. I don't talk about that.
Okay, I respect that.
I'm starting over. I'm here. This is what I've got now.
What's your art background?
I completed my first piece, oatmeal on vertical plaster wall, at 6 months.
Vertical plaster wall.
From there, it was variations on a similar theme.
So you came to it naturally?
I came to loving it naturally. The rest was a struggle. But I always loved the study, especially the old Greek masters. Look around the museum. You're in the presence of greatness. Art is the physical manifestation of men and women reaching across thousands of years to share their secrets. And secrets never come easy, but they also never leave your heart. They're reaching out for you, Nancy. See them and reach back.
Could an artist create an exact copy of the art on display?
Who are you trying to fool?
An expert, I guess.
Which expert?
Any expert.
That's the trick. That's why most forgery doesn't work. Each expert speaks a different language. Some are chemists. Some focus on the process until they dream in brushstrokes, patina, and lacquers. It's easy to fool one expert. Impossible to fool every expert.
Could you?
I couldn't fool
Astute.
any expert.
Very
let alone
astute.
Every expert.
Do you have access to much of the museum's art?
I get to study,
Whoa.
but I can't get at the rest.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Interesting, all of that fun stuff.
This is the exact
There we go.
I needed. Oh, thanks, guys.
Guide to the Greek vases. Let's see.
Time to match the correct tag to each vase.
Okay. Well, I think that's a Cantharos right here. Oh. Wide mouth, round body. Wait. Labus. So why don't I just look for the ones that I know I have? Deep bowl with a low neck. Labus typically neither had handles nor a foot, instead was usually mounted in a stand. So I think that's you right here. Texas. Small circular box with a lid. Stored cosmetics. Okay, crater. Raptor. Wide mouth, round body, handles on either side. Wide mouth, round body, handles on either side. We've got Lictos. He's storing perfume oils, rested in heavy stand, tall vertical handle on the back for easy pouring. Maybe? Wait, on a stand. In a heavy stand. Oh, okay. Torforos. All slim with elongated handles. Probably that one. Single high-handed. So taller than it was wide. Taller than it was wide. Alright, so hold on. Ah, shit. Okay. That wasn't correct. Or was? Wait.
Still have to do that.
Wait. Okay, so she will explain when we got it right. So we don't have it right. That's what we're missing. All right, so Leves again. We'll go to that. Deep bowl with a low neck. Neither handles nor foot was usually mounted on a stand. That's the only one that has no handles and no feet. We have the Pixis, which has a lid. So we already know this, right? Antharos. Deep bowl with two large high vertical handles and a tall stemmed foot. That's the only one. Okay. Koi. Single high handled vessel. Taller than wide with a trefoil mouth. Trefoil? Clover thing? Ah, okay. So with the spout, basically. Okay, so this is here and
That's
there.
it.
There we go.
That's done.
Cool.
Yes?
Later.
Goodbye.
Later. Okay, nothing special there. We just have meet the theater troupe.
Why did you choose Persephone's story?
I didn't click with it at first, but now when we rehearse, when I'm in the meadow, waiting for Hades, in my mind, I don't see the narcissus flowers I'm gathering. I see the moments of my life when everything turns sour. But I see myself, the Persephone version of myself, and I am her.
Honey, I think you need therapy.
That means there's something real about it.
I think you need some therapy.
Did you know about Niobe's career problems?
That she copied another artist's work?
Well, something like that.
Stop the questions there. I've never met anyone more regretful than Niobe.
Later.
Talk to you later.
I also just realized she asked us to do something with the time cards, I think. I'm going to do something with the time cards.
Paulina, before giving these to Xenia.
Hi.
Xenia wants a copy of the time cards. Can I share those with her?
No.
Should I be concerned that she wants the time cards?
Maybe.
Okay, I'll stall for now. Any advice?
Keep an eye on her.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Huh. Those voice lines were very stunted. Can't help but notice how stunted they were.
Hello.
Can I help with anything?
We're set. I can't keep distracting you from your job anyway.
Bye-bye.
Talk to you later.
Well, okay. He's still not here. Hmm. Huh. Okay.
What was that? Can you pretend, just for a day, that we're a professional troupe? Just for me! Surprise! There's no one back here! We go live in mere hours! Hours! Do I need to remind you what is riding on tonight's show? Everything!
Is she busy having a moment and I can snoop? Okay. Warren Conservatory. Wow. Okay. Abigail Williams in the Trials, another reference to Salem. Madame Edamame in Ghosts at the Salad Bar and Other Dreams, directed by Sherman Calipson. Okay. Cressida and Trellis Cressida to Globe. Okay. First time. Financial director and Machina Theater Group. Productions, Zeus and Holy Mountain, Karen and Three-Headed Tour, Pantheon Quick Change, Pantheon Fun Hour. Multiple rows for One Man Oedipus, lol.
I should assemble the image.
What? Ah, okay. Didn't realize there was a... Okay. Right there. Go. Well, that was the easy part. Now we have to do all the other hard stuff. This is not like scrolling. I have to say that. Hey, this is the same image of the vase that we already doing, wasn't it? Somewhere in there, I think. Oh no, it's over there. My bad. Huh. Okay. Bird. Bird is the word. Am I doing this in a proper way? Absolutely not. It worked. Hate that it worked, but it worked. Ah, that's her forehead, not the back. Okay. Didn't understand that part. Really orangey bits are down here. That's kind of how I'm going about this moment, which I know is not the most sophisticated way of doing this, but you know, if it works. Ah. Of the chair. Okay. That's a butt. I don't know what this is. It's kind of, it looks like a structure. Oh, it is. My brain did not see that very well. Head. Oh, there we go. Have a good night. Oh, it's almost time for me to go to bed. Which tracks. I am very tired.
The National Archaeological Museum of Athens. Sounds very official.
Okay. Is this just do all these, or what is this? What is this? Thought there was something.
Xenia's notes will come in handy.
Control remote stored backstage. Okay, hold on. Control remote 18355. Lift only activates by remote when directly standing on it. Balance fly system weight values. Okay. So, sure. You know what? I'm gonna take a picture of this one. This is one of those ones where it's just gonna be faster to take a picture. We have to put a little note in here. Phone. Okay. Page notes. Grieger tablet pass. First, last, repeat. Grieger tablet. First, last. First, last, repeat. In 3 light cues. Huh. Oh, those are weird. Whoa. I'm sure we have to deal with those later. Not right now, though. The person is for our keys. Need to make sure they have a key to the poster out front. Oh, I can take it.
Did that.
Well, this is something that might have to wait. Go ahead and hit the save button. Oh, I gotta go to sleep. I am very tired. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, so we are not doing a marathon session today. Not like Tuesday, where we just plowed all the way through. Just finished the damn thing. I do have to go to sleep, because I have to wake up at 6:30 to go out west for the workshop thing. So, that is the end of our stream today. Thank you all for joining yet again. This is already off to a much better start, that's for sure. I'm definitely liking what I'm seeing better. And I think I mentioned before, this is one of the ones that I remember less of because I've only played it a couple of times. So I'm feeling pretty good about this so far. Feeling pretty good about what I'm seeing. You know, this is just less bad. The characters are very distinct. Starting to see some hints of motivations for maybe why they might want to be stealing and smuggling ancient Greek artifacts. Maybe. There's probably more to it than what I've seen so far, but I'm feeling it. It's starting to work. Like, I'm liking this. So, all right. So that's it for tonight. Thank you all for joining in again. Have a wonderful evening and a wonderful weekend. I will see you all again next week on Tuesday, same time, same place, I believe. There are no issues I have with that date. Let me just double check my calendar. Oop, hit the month. Yep, no issues with that date. So I will see you all again the next week on Tuesday for some more Labyrinth of Lies. Probably we'll be able to finish it within that next stream. So join if you want to see the rest. Maybe. I won't say for sure. We'll see. We'll see. So have a great night, everyone. Have a great weekend. If you're here in Boston, stay cool. Stay dry, actually, because it's going to be rainy all weekend long with lots of thunderstorms. So stay safe, stay dry. Luckily, tomorrow this heat will break. It's actually kind of fascinating. Put on my little dumb meteorology nerd cap here, but it's actually fascinating to look at the forecast for tomorrow specifically. The high is 81 degrees. Or no, the high is 81, but it's going to get up to 82. Oh, that's kind of weird. Oh, and it changed a little bit now, but that's still kind of interesting. So yeah, the overnight temperature is not going to drop below 72. It's painfully high still, but what it's going to do is it's going to ramp up into the 80s by 10 a.m. and then the storms hit and then it starts cratering back downwards, where it normally would peak somewhere around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon in the summer. Now it's going to peak at 10 a.m. and drop from there. And that's kind of fascinating because it's like you can literally see in the hour by hour forecast when the cold front's going to come through, pushing with all of those storms behind it or in front of it, and what's going to follow it with the cooler air. So it's just kind of neat. Anyway, have a great night, everyone. Have a great weekend. I will talk to you all soon. Bye-bye, everybody. Mwah.